Hey, scholars, welcome back. Here we are, continuing our journey down the math road, talking about products of numbers today, something that we have discussed before, right? This idea of a product being the answer to a multiplication problem. Again, I've been using the star or maybe the dot to show multiplication, not so much of the common X symbol, because that does kind of start to mean something else in middle school. So it's pretty cool to kind of just focus on these. But products of numbers, like how is it that we can think about multiplying numbers, which, as I've said again, is just another form of counting. Like multiplication is just counting. And really it's that idea of being able to skip count. But we can also just model it in so many cool ways. So today, with this idea of products and numbers, we're going to be looking at like how we might be able to use what we like to call repeated addition as a form to solve multiplication. So let's just dive in, talk about what that looks like, give it a go, and practice it out. So let's start with a number sentence. I'm going to take 6. I'm going to multiply it by 3. So again, we're trying to figure out, what does 6 times 3 mean? Well, again, we talked about how this is like a repeated skip counting process, right? This is the idea that maybe I'm just thinking about, I'm counting by 6s, and I'm going to do it 3 times. So that looks like this idea of 6 plus 6 plus 6, right? I have 3, 1, 2, 3 6s. So from there, we can even use what we know about our doubles facts, right? A skill that really comes out in first and second grade, where we really focus on our doubles. So we know that these are doubles. 6 plus 6, that's going to get me 12. And then I have 6 more. So then I can add that 12 plus 6 more. And that's going to get me to 18, meaning that 6 times 3 is 18. So again, this idea of how I use repeated addition and doubles facts to help me solve some multiplication. So as always, we're going to continue to practice that. So what if, I don't know, let's say we're going to take 7 times 3. Well, what is that going to mean? Well, let's take the number 7. Actually, we just did times 3. Let's change that. Let's multiply it by 4. So I'm going to take the number 7. And it looks like I need it 4 times. So 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, right? Again, the second number is telling me how many times I need to write that number. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4, 4. Okay, so now we can just add these together again using doubles facts. 7 and 7, that's 14. Plus another 7 and 7, that's 14. 14 plus 14, those are some strong double facts. 28. And if I need to, right, going back to those algorithms, I can just go over and solve this to help me. So that means that 7 times 4 equals 28. And this is, again, just modeling through repeated addition. So let's throw down a few, and then, as always, I'd like you to try to solve them. Pause the video once you see them, solve them, and then we'll walk through them together. So let's do 6 times 5. Yeah, you better believe it. 3 times 6. And let's say 10. Yeah, that's right. 10 times 4. Okay, so this is where you paused it and did your work. You are now coming back. Your work's done. Let's walk through these together. Again, thinking about what we're meaning here. So in order to solve this one, I have the number 6, and I have it 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we can use those doubles facts. So 6 plus 6 is 12. Another 6 plus 6 is 12, plus just that 6 that's left. All right. So now I want to do 12 plus 12, which is 24. And then to solve it, I got 6 plus 24. That gets me 30. All right, here we go. Next one. We have 3. We're doing it 6 times. So 1 plus 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. All right, doubles facts, that's a 6, a 6, a 6. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 6 is 18. Right, so there we go again. We're listing out the number we see, and then we listed out the amount of times we're multiplying it by, and we can just use repeated addition to solve this. So I kind of am running out of room, so I'm going to squeeze. I'm not a big fan of squeezing. I always say, you know, do it on another piece of paper, but I'm going to squeeze. I'm not going to listen to my own advice. I apologize. Number 10, 4 times. So 10 plus 10 plus 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, if I use my doubles facts, 10 plus 10 gets me 20. This 10 plus 10 gets me 20. So 20 plus 20 is 40. And here's my answer. 10 times 4 is 40. So this is really the cool idea of what we can use repeated addition for to solve with multiplication. And I really want to encourage that you practice this skill. You try the problems that are on Schoology. You ask questions if you are unsure what to do. You watch this video again, and so on and so forth, because we're going to continue to look at all the different ways that we can use strategies to solve for multiplication, which again, as I said, is just a cool way of counting. All right. As always, I thank you for your hard work. I thank you for watching this, and we will see you very shortly.